By the end of this video, you are gonna know exactly how to set up a podcast anywhere you want. Today we're at a cigar lounge just to prove to you that you can do it anywhere you want. I'm strapped up with the GoPro to show you the entire process. And I know you might be thinking, okay, well, why are you in a cigar lounge? Or how does a podcast even work if you're not actually in a studio? Well, we've actually had a couple episodes that have gotten close to 100,000 views, including an episode with Ty Lopez and also an episode with Andrew Tate's videographer that got pretty popular. So that will dispel any myths that this won't work for you wherever you want. So we're gonna get started by setting up the lighting here. I'm taking my Impact C-stand over to the corner so that I can key light the podcast. This is what the Aperture 300D Mark II is going to sit on. The C-stand is definitely necessary if you're gonna be using a key light. And so you'll see that we put that up there. It's also a lot heavier than you think, so make sure to grab a C-stand. This is the control module for the Aperture 300D Mark II. You're gonna also mount this on the C-stand, and this is pretty standard stuff for any production, so make sure you get yourself a light and a C-stand. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on the light there, but you're gonna see that when you turn the light on, it's really harsh against the back wall. So that is what this is for. This is the Aperture Light Dome Mini 2. It has these really easy to use click in kind of like spine things that I'm clicking in here, and then just making sure that the sleeve is all adjusted. This is gonna diffuse the light really well thanks to this diffuser right here. It's called a softbox diffuser, whatever you wanna call it. Has Velcro on the inside, so you can just slap that on, and then we're going to lock it into place, and you'll see how soft the light gets right there. If you're doing a big room like this, I would actually recommend using the full size Light Dome, not the Light Dome Mini. You'll see it's a little softer now, still kind of harsh on the back wall, but it will work. So now we're gonna move on to the audio and set up each one of the mic stands. These are just Amazon basic mic stands. I think they're about 20, 30 bucks a piece. And we've used them for over 50 episodes, so they're actually pretty durable. You're gonna wanna open up each angle of the articulation here. So I'm setting it so that I can set it up by the chairs, and then you're gonna relock it into place using those dials. And then you're gonna screw your microphone of choice on. This is the Shure MV7, and we don't need to power these. These just use the XLR cable. They're fantastic, and they actually sound basically as good as a Shure SM7B.
I unfortunately go in the DMs because it's a good lead funnel for...
I was going to say, our friend Josh, he runs like the sort.
One thing I wanted to point out to you guys really quickly is that a lot of the times these XLR cables can get really tangled. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna sit down here to show you, is we're gonna take it, and this is the trick right here. You're gonna make a 90-degree angle with your elbow, and then you're gonna take the XLR cable, and you're just gonna coil it up right here, like so, using your thumb as a hook. And that way, when you need to carry them around or store them or whatever you wanna do, they're not gonna get super tangled up and knotted and twisted and all that stuff. So what you're gonna do when you put the cables on these mics is you are going to take the female end and connect it here. But another little pro tip before you do that, so that it looks nicer on video, is we're actually gonna drop the cable here, and we're gonna loop it around the stand so that it's one, nice and secure, so this isn't gonna go anywhere when it gets pulled, and then it also just looks way better on video. And then you're just gonna cable it around here, and you're gonna keep twisting it all the way around your mic stand. So now you can see we have all 4 mics set up. Besides, I just got a cable or twist the cable around this one, but we've got one here. We'll have 2 over here, and then we'll have one on the end here, so that all 4 of these chairs are covered. We've got our audio interface set up down there. We're using a Rode Procaster 2 with a 16-inch MacBook. And then we're gonna be using a Manfrotto 502 video head tripod to get a wide angle shot of the team and the guests. So at this point, I have the room set up, I have the lighting set up, and I have the audio set up. We're gonna sit down at the computer and open up Adobe Audition. You're gonna need Adobe Audition to record all 4 separate mic lines into your computer. So go ahead, open that up, create a new multi-track session, and I am going to name it after the name of our guest, who is Ryan Magin. He's awesome. Go make sure to check him out, as well as the Stick Talk podcast. And then you're gonna hit the record button on all 4 lines, or whatever number of lines you're doing. That is a step that is crucial to recording and that I often forget to do. And then what I'm doing here is I'm going ahead and I'm setting the individual mic lines inside of Audition to be input 3, 4, 5, and 6. What this is going to do is allow you to record each of the individual mic lines so that you can use a software like Autopod AI to edit the actual episode for you. What that's going to do is the AI software is going to be able to recognize each one of the individual speakers and when they talk. And then this is kind of a preview of what it looks like right before we start recording. We got the guys sitting down, ready to go. And this is what the final result was.
Yeah, it's clean, bro.
But this is fake.
It's fake?
Yeah. I wanted to test out to see if I liked wearing an Audacious bracelet.
Yeah.
So I bought a $200 one from Jack.